Hey, son, I wanted to give you an illustration and I want to do an explanation real quick and take you back a few years in terms of what we've talked about in the past. First, the program that your mom has shown you is dealing with the debit cards. That's what I'm about to show you, but not the card portion itself. I want to go back a couple years ago when I got that revelation. The revelation had nothing to do, well, technically it had nothing to do with the product or even the company. The revelation that I got a hold of was how the money worked, how the money worked inside of the computer associated with people's purchases. And it didn't really matter what those purchases were. And so, just for the sake of discussion, I want to pose this thought because this is the way it was given to me, the way it was shown to me. If people looked at what I'm about to show you as if it were an investment, and it's not, but what if it were? What if a bank offered what I'm about to show you? If a bank offered a referral program, if a bank made a deal with people that for a first time deposit and then a monthly deposit and referring a couple people, if it would create a level of income that was sustainable to change your lifestyle, would people do it if it were a bank? So let's approach with that thought before we talk about all the other nuances that go with the program. Let's talk about if it were. We know it's not, but that's the paradigm. To look at it like if it were just, if it were just a bank that said to you, you come in and you spend, in this case, in this particular program, $500. Now, what if the bank said invest $500 with us, and if you bring three people to invest $500 as well, and you do that within 30 days, we'll pay you $500 per month. Now, I didn't say one time, $500 per month. You come in at $500. Let's just talk, because the paradigm shift that I went through that made the whole thing explode on the inside of me was understanding if this were a bank and I could help people see it's a bank. And we can't talk about it like it's an investment because it's not. But that's what I saw. And I can't get away from that because I believe if people can see, wait a minute, if this is just people putting their money into a spot and referring three people. So here's the dynamic. That's you. You got three people. They all spent $500. Now you make $500 per month. Now, to sustain that, now, by the way, this in order for that $500 a month to take place, you got to do that in 30 days. Okay? Hold that thought. Monthly, you would pay $50 a month. So you're going to pay $50 a month, but you're going to make $500 a month. That in itself, that's not huge money, but that's a good exchange if that's all it was. But these folks who spent their $500, they're going to spend $50 a month too. So what do we want them to do? They bring three people each themselves. Now, when they do that, they get the exact same deal. They make $500 a month. They're going to spend $500 and then $50 a month. But then they're going to make $500 a month too, as long as they bring those three people in 30 days. But guess what happens for you? Now you bump to $1,500 per month. and your time frame doesn't, it's not limited in terms of how long it takes to do that. Okay. Well, that's great because now the persons, the three people that you brought, they're now making $500 a month. You're making 15. But what if these are people that you love and trust and can understand? We're moving the math. There's a system, and this system is very powerful. I'm going to take some time to show you the whole thing. But the next piece of this is when these three people, when they bring their three. So here you've got 3, you've got 9. With a total of 12 people, you're making $1,500 a month. But how many really did you need to be connected with? Those 3. They need to be 3 people that trust us, that are trustworthy. They need to be some people that can understand this paradigm shift. The paradigm shift is not what the product or the service is. That exists. This component of it in the company that we're dealing with, it's like hidden and buried in their whole program, because the objective of the company is not to make it look like they're trying to draw people on the basis of money. I'm just trying to extract this one component that it takes them about 15 to 20 minutes to even talk about this, because this is a bonus program. It's not even the compensation program. Anyway, moving on. You, 3 people, they bring 3 people, they bring 3 people. Are you ready? $12,000 per month. You brought $500 and 3 people. They did the same thing. They did the same thing. You're now making $1,200 a month. Your 3 people are now making $1,500 a month. And the 3 that your people brought, they're making $500 a month. Everybody gets the same deal. Everyone gets the same deal. Now, just for clarity, for you, I'm going to talk about an offer that you can't refuse. We know somebody who's willing to actually help finance, because they understand that if we get down to this level here, that 1, 2, 3rd level beneath you, everyone here has paid $500, and they need to spend $50 a month. That's all to sustain it and maintain that level. It just takes $50 a month per person. I'll show you that in another scenario, because that's how the math can work if somebody just wanted to just really work it from a financial standpoint. But this is about how to get people free. Do you know 3 people that trust you? Do you know 3 people that can understand the math? Look, $1,200, $12,000, not $1,200, $12,000 a month from bringing 3 people who bring 3 people who bring 3 people. And when you hit there, your 3 people are making $1,500 a month. Their 3 people are now making $500 a month. And the same thing's going to happen when this flips again. There's different components to get into that, but it's just that simple. Now, you don't have to bring the total, but it's a total of 39 people. 39 people who spent $500 a month, spending $50 a month. You're earning $12,000, and that's going to work for everybody. So the key is helping these 3 get to that $12,000. What do they got to do? Bring 3 people. They bring 3. Everyone just bring 3 people, $500, $50 a month. Understanding, and here's what I'm doing. Understanding this. Now there's more to it, because we know that there's a card. Now this is not an official presentation. For the record, this is not an official presentation. But they're just going to use. They're going to buy into becoming a digital branch bank and use the cards and help other people get the cards. There's some qualification things in there that are minor, where we got to get people using the card. But this is the part. This is the part. This is the part. It's just unlike what we've been doing in trading. This is a lock. If they do that and they do that, everyone just does that, these numbers are the outcome of what's in the computer. Now, they tell us to say up to, instead of saying these are locked in numbers, because these are bonus numbers that are based on all of the revenue that's coming into the company. So they tell us to say up to. And let me say this. What if it was half of that? Everyone doing this, we're talking monthly income. And I'm confident that they're going to do these numbers because of the level of income that they're generating. But I'm just going to pose the what if. I can do some longer videos that explain a little bit more. But remember, this whole thing, this isn't about whatever the company is. This is about a structure and the money that's put in that makes this happen. And helping everybody understand that. Not putting the value on what is the actual thing, what's the thing we're actually buying, or you know, what's the service. If people understand this math is built into the computer will work this math regardless of what we're buying. Not all computers have this rich of a program. This is rich. This is huge. We haven't seen anything this abundant in 10, 15 years. We haven't seen anything like this. Nothing compares to this since 2009. We haven't seen anything that compares to this. The thing is, we want to make sure we explain the logic and the math behind this, because I don't want to fill these spots. I got people. Now, here's the part I didn't tell you. Let me finish this up. What if somebody was going to pay to put you in? And that's not hypothetical. What if somebody's going to pay that $500 to put you in? And putting some money into some of the spots beneath you. I'm talking about an offer you can't refuse. So I got somebody who's going to pay to put you in, okay? And will pay also to put some other people in. But I don't want people just getting in for that reason. I need people that will say, I know 3 people. They either have $500, maybe you can come up with the $250. We can talk about some of the other stuff with that. But I already got somebody to pay to put you in, okay? Do you want that spot? That's the question, okay? Listen, I want to put this down because I want to show you this and this, because you understand the heartbeat behind it. Can you imagine you making $12,000 a month, and whoever those first 3 of yours are, they're making $12,000 a month? Can you wrap your brain around that? Let's talk later, okay? Love you, son. Bye-bye.